Well, it's the morning of the 25th, Monday the 25th. Yeah, and I left my albergue at 8:30. It's 8:45 or so. So I'm leaving Samos, or Samos, however you pronounce it, and walking to Sarria. So I'll be staying in Sarria tonight. And I looked at the map, the Camino map, and if I stay, the Camino is going to meet up with this road, and then continue into the woods. When look what I got for my hands. I keep my hands warm. But when I looked at the topography map, it was going to be some pretty steep hills. So I'm going to stay on the highway. It goes right into Sarria. And I'm sure I won't be the only one. Probably a lot of the cyclists will stay on the highway too. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to take too long to get there. Of course, I'm always wrong about that. Okay. Have a good day. It's 11:45 in the morning, and I didn't bother taking a lot of pictures on this walk, on the highway walk. I mean, because you would think I was on I-88. I just pulled over the car and took a picture, because it looks like, upstate New York. So it's really nothing interesting, I guess you can say, to show. But I am experiencing some slopes and some grades in the highway, but not nearly as steep as a lot of the ones that are actually on the Camino. I think they just figure, people can climb those really steep hills, but cars and trucks, they're not so good at it. So this is an easier walk. It's more boring. Tons of cyclists, but I have not seen one other walking pilgrim. And I should be to my albergue in an hour. So once I get into town, I'm sure there'll be some interesting things to photograph. We'll see. So that's Sarria, off in the distance there. It says I'm about 22 minutes from my albergue, and the Camino does cross this road that I'm on right now. So I should be merging with all the walking pilgrims shortly. Well, I'm in Sarria, and I just ran into my Kiwi friends. We seem to be like leapfrogging each other. So they're going on to the next town. They're not staying here, but I'm sure I'll run into them again. In my albergue. There's my sticks. I don't know whose bags those are. They were here when I got here. And there's mine. Well, this is the end of day 25, September 25th. And I'm in Sarria. People are having a hard time booking going forward. And I didn't sleep good last night at all. It was the first time that a church rang the bell on the hour and half an hour all night long. Midnight, I was awake at 1 o'clock when it rang. And then And to make it worse, I was in a very small pension house. It only had 4 rooms, and there was only 3 rooms that were occupied that I know of. 2 other women, both in a room by themselves. And the walls are very thin. You know, you can hear each other coughing and stuff. Well, some really weird noises were coming from the room next to me, like moaning and groaning sounds. I realized this woman, she's like talking in her sleep or something, but it's like every 45 minutes she would be making these sounds. It drove me crazy. But anyway, so I'm gonna sleep like a rock tonight, and I'm on to Porto Marine tomorrow. I think the first half is gonna be a little tough. We'll see. And I do have a place to stay there, and I made a place like right outside Santiago. But everything in between, I don't have any reservations yet. So, just take it a day at a time.